How's everybody doing tonight? It's great to be up here. I'm a Total Wealth member a little over a year now, and this is my second deal that I've done. I'm going to go through it real quick. As Steve said, I'm going to try and get through it in probably less than 15 minutes. The name of my company that I started, my LLC, is Rock Solid Properties. I've got Catalyst Funding up here because I've used Catalyst Funding for both of my deals. They're fantastic. They're a great partner to work with. I'm real big on like trying to build a team around me. So, you know, I've got a lawyer, an accountant. I'm part of a real estate club. I've got a general contractor I use, a landscaper, and then of course my finance company. So because I have such great team members around me, it makes my process a lot easier. And so my loan officer is actually here, Ernest Powell. This is the gentleman that I work with. He's fantastic. Ernest, please raise your hand. Yes, he's a great guy. Anytime I have questions, Ernest is there for me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I've got a couple of different steps here in my project timeline. The wholesale deal that I got from Catalyst, I found it June 11th and signed the contract with them then. We closed on that property July 8th. This property was supposed to be my first rental. My first project was a flip in Kingwood. This was my second project. It was going to be my first rental because I kind of wanted to experience, you know, flipping, buy and hold, as well as I had a wholesale opportunity on the side. Again, it was supposed to be my first rental opportunity, but on July 26th, I got contacted by a real estate agent that said, hey, I've got a buyer that wants your house, wants to be on that street in that neighborhood, and they're desperate for it. So after a little bit of negotiation, I ended up just signing the contract, you know. And it's really weird because, like, I know a lot of you out here, if you've never done this before, you may have some apprehension or some anxiety. I sure did when I did my first project. And what was really weird for me and very surreal is that when I was doing this second project, like I almost wanted to do it as a flip instead of as a buy and hold or a rental because I felt more comfortable doing a flip. And that was just like really weird to me, right? Because the first time I did a flip, I was super anxious about it. So my project completion will be done tomorrow, as a matter of fact. And what's really cool about this is I'll make my first payment to Catalyst for this property on September 1st, and I actually close on September 2nd. So it was super fast. So this is kind of hard to see. At the top is the before, and the bottom is kind of sort of after. It had a lot of trees and stuff in it, some trees in the backyard. It's on about 1/3 of an acre in the Independence Heights area. So the first thing I did was kind of take some of those trees and those big limbs out. That way it's not like leaning on the house and stuff. So the one on the bottom is not really updated because we actually painted on the outside, but at least you can kind of see the property. 1965 build, 3 bedroom, 2 bath, 2 car garage. My rehab budget was $40,000. And again, if you have seen my first project, I put $150,000 into the first project with the pool and everything, so $40,000 was not nervous for me at all. So see, these are some of the major items that I did on my rehab right here. So you're talking about, again, kitchen, master bath, secondary bath, etc. And again, because it's a buy and hold was my original plan for it, I tried to utilize as much in the property as possible. I didn't want to rip a bunch of stuff out and put a bunch of money into it because I wasn't flipping it originally, right? And I stuck to that. So if you can see these pictures, it's very dated, a couple of different types of flooring. You can't really see this, but this is almost like alligator skin tile right here, so like super dated everywhere. On some of these pictures, you'll be able to see burglar bars all on the outside, on all the windows. They actually had burglar bars on the inside on some of the doors as well, so we ripped all of that out. You can see the burglar bars on the outside of that right there. So this is the before, right? So this is like me getting you ready. That's before, so wait for it, ready. So this is finished product right here, or almost finished product. We painted the door red. We came in with a vinyl wood-like Pelican board flooring and light and bright on everything, right? And gray and white, brighten everything up. That's the living room right there. Going into the kitchen. There's the kitchen. We repurposed all of the cabinets, added new hardware. That's the existing granite. We had the same backsplash. The appliances were still in great condition. Again, my intention was to use this as a rental, not as a flip, okay? Here's your bathrooms right here. So you remember this one on the left-hand side, that was the alligator tile. So I mean, we freshened everything up, granite, made it look beautiful. That was that bedroom that you saw. So again, the final numbers, I acquired this property for $181,000, rehab of $40,000, my total was $221,000. My closing originally was $14,000, my carrying costs were $4,000. My second closing, now that I'm gonna sell it, that's basically some of my closing fees, my selling fees, as well as my commission. So all in $26,000. I have a contract for $300,000 on this property. Again, I'm selling it next week, so that's $79,000. My profit's $53,000, so return on investment of 303%. So all in, my time, because I have a team built with me, all in, it maybe took 5 days out of my entire life to like manage this property and to like get everything set up and to work with people and to meet an inspector, meet my general contractor. Again, my general contractor that I use, I think they're on the list. They're called Fast Track Remodeling. They're fantastic guys. We didn't even have the budget finalized, and I handed them the keys and said, just send me the contract, and I was out. You know, I go check on it once a week because I trust these guys so much. When I go out there on the weekend, Saturday and Sunday, they have crews working. Again, it's finding the right people to work with to build your team, and it's possible. Again, I've only been a member for about a year, and I work full-time now too. Get over your anxiety, get over your fears, and you've just got to do it. Once you do it the first time, again, like I was wigged out the first time I did my flip. And then now I have a second project, and I was wigged out to do a buy and hold versus a flip. I would have felt more comfortable doing a flip. So, I mean, you just get over it and you do it, and then before you know it, you've got 2 or 3, 4, or like some of these other folks, hundreds behind you. But you got to do it first. So, thank you.